The Goddamn Liars the Game Show. Welcome to the game show. Goddamn Liars the Game Show. Welcome all you liars. Are you guys ready? Tempest specifically?
Yes.
All right. Here is your first truth or lie. Or your next truth or lie.
This is your first.
All right.
You've said both already. I don't know why I said that.
So the first time I met my mother-in-law, my wife was naked.
What do you mean? Like she was in the room naked with you guys?
So we were visiting her parents' house. She was still working at the moment, and her papa was out. Because I believe, if I do remember right, he does do construction as well. So he's usually gone, the midday. But we were just sitting at home because at her parents' house because we had nothing much else to do, and the room that we were in at the moment, we just kind of figured, me and wife alone in a house, So, we just, at one point, because, we thought we had the time, and, we just, all of a sudden just start hearing a door being unlocked. And I was trying to figure out where my pants were and such real quick. But, yeah, the amount of time between me trying to get find my pants and getting them on, her mom was calling out like, "Hey, you guys here?" I'm like, yeah, hold on, just give me a second. So, I'll just quickly run out while wife was trying to, get, kind of somewhat clothed on. So I figured, just go in there and just, "Oh, hey, how you doing? I'm Greg." That sort of thing. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if she suspects anything at the time. I don't even know if my wife's told her anything to this day.
So sorry, this is your mom or your wife's mom?
My wife's mom.
It's the in-laws.
The mother-in-law. Yeah.
So
yeah.
How long ago did this happen?
At the moment, this was roughly about a year into the relationship. Roughly.
But you just now got married.
So she wasn't your
Yeah.
wife at the time.
At the time, no. There was a thing of time where we were called the unofficial married deli couple, because we did fight like a married couple. We've only even when we got married, it was it's a title, but nothing's changed, so it didn't matter to us.
But I feel like this is not potentially an unusual scenario, Sarge. Like if you're
Yeah. I know him. He's he's called her his fiance or finance or his girlfriend. He's never lost titles until he got married and still slipped up saying,
says
"Oh, it's
finance.
my fiance."
No, he says
But-
finance every time.
If you
Oh, yeah.
recall his story, you recall that detail. So I think this is false.
I think it is too.
We're gonna
So
lock in false.
That's your final answer.
Yeah.
Tempest, would you like to reveal the correct
I
answer?
don't want to give him the point, but it is false.
It is
Yes.
false.
Yes.
The first time he met his mother-in-law was not when his wife was naked.
Yes,
All right. That means it's going to be Sarge's turn next.
that's correct.
Let's see, Sarge. What do I want you to say? No, I'm just kidding.
What's his favorite porn category?
God.
Sarge's favorite porn category is step siblings. Wow.
I used to scare Obsolete with scary shit happening around the house that were caused from the previous owner, who was a witch.
How long ago was this?
What?
This was when we were in middle school to high school.
Oh,
This was
for the record, Coffee, Sarge and I are known for being brothers. That we are brothers.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's like me and Greg, or are you two actually?
we're
brothers?
actually brothers.
We're actually
Yes.
like both
Yeah.
parents, like actual parents are related.
Yes.
Not
Yeah.
related.
I was both
Related?
Well, hold on.
I,
We
Yeah,
we
I
have
was-
the same relatives. That's what I meant.
I was at the beginning, or just like, yeah, my brother and I stepped, both of you was like, hang on a minute.
Yeah. So, for the
As
record,
you can definitely
Sarge and I are full-blood brothers.
Yes.
Nice.
I always kind of
As you can-
figured, and I was too afraid to ask at this point.
We've told you many times.
So many
Yeah,
times.
like I remembered.
Right.
As you can see, this mug and this man who's
Right.
VTubing are definitely related.
I can tell.
So, how did you figure out that the previous owner was a witch?
My sister looked into it. She's much older than we are. I think 6 years, I believe. I actually don't know if it's true to this point, but it was like within the siblings, we knew that the witch lived here. And so I would, whenever he annoyed me growing up, and I was not a nice brother, I would tell him that the flies flying around were like little spy drones, and they would like follow you. And there were a lot of flies, so it was really easy to scare the shit out of him, to the point where he started crying, and then I had to tell him not to tell my parents, or his parents too. But yeah, it was. I used to also like Blair Witch came out like not much before this.
Oh no.
And I used to make these little stick figures with grass, and I hung them in the tree, and he would freak out. But then I would take them down before he knew that I had put them up there. I came clean. I came clean later, and I was like, "I'm sorry, I'm a piece of shit." And he was like, "I kind of knew, but like he was younger than me, so."
How long did you keep it up for?
It was for like only a year. It was
Only a year.
It was at the beginning, like when I was in 6th grade. It wasn't like later on when I knew better that playing with someone's psyche is terrible.
Psychological warfare.
Yeah. I mean, if you can't violently attack somebody to retaliate because there's physical scars. So I was like, oh, if I fuck with them and make them cry, there's no proof.
Do you That's so fucked.
Yo, I think I just realized something about myself.
That's why I've never
Maybe
tried
I am a
stick
terrible
figures.
person.
No, I just realized why I have problems. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. So, did you ever like you said that you admitted to it later in life?
Yeah, like in high school. Like it wasn't much later because I felt like shit. And I was like, hey, you remember when this happened? I'm sorry. And he was like, it's okay. And he brushed it off. And then I brought it up later.
That was
And I was like, no, seriously, like years later. And he was like, it's fine. And so, you know, as men, we're like, oh, it's cool now.
That doesn't sound like me at all.
Yeah.
Did you have any accomplices?
No.
No.
It was just me.
You did
Otherwise,
this
I'd
by
have
yourself.
to. Otherwise, it wouldn't work because there'd be evidence. Like it was just me because me and him are so close, opposed to our other siblings who are like 6 years and 10 years older. And he's the youngest, and they were all moved out almost except for our older sister at the time.
Yeah, when you first started, was he like absolutely scared out of his mind, or what
Yeah,
was it like?
he would cry,
Oh.
and so that's the thing is like he would cry, and then I'd feel bad, and I'd be like, no, it's okay. They're actually helping us. They're keeping the witch back, like the flies, to make them stop. Because my parents caught on pretty quick, and they told me not to do this, and you have to fix this. So then I made up lies to make them feel better, and then I just had to keep lying a lot.
Okay. What do you think, Greg?
Honestly, honestly, I do want to say truth because I know this is very much a sibling thing to do.
Yeah, but I've never inflicted I've never gone to some mentality like we have to upgrade to psychological. Like
Oh,
I've never done that.
Definitely have with my little sister at one point over a burrito.
I don't even know what that means.
You still
Zero context
You know-
will be given on that one. Brain says that it's truth, but my gut says it's a lie.
It's false. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with false here.
Sarge, would you like to reveal if this is a truth or a lie?
I have a question, Leslie.
It was a lie, everybody.
Yeah.
This was based off of a truth.
Yes.
What did you do?
It was
That
not a
same
witch. Would you like to explain what it was that was
I don't
terrifying me in my childhood? They were
don't
ghosts
remember.
that lived at our house.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
That is
In
fair.
one of the
Okay.
and there were accomplices, mostly our cousin, when he came and visited.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, do you remember when we would like sleep outside and then you were like, the ashes are floating into the shape of a person?
No.
And I would start getting terrified.
Dude.
Yeah.
No.
No, this was based off. He specifically picked out what I made this lie about, and
Yeah,
he told
it
the
was
whole story.
I remember the flies. I remember
Yeah.
the flies.
Yeah, it was all real,
Jesus.
except it wasn't because a witch used to live there. It was just that he said ghosts lived with us at our house.
Yeah.
Did your sister actually figure it out, or did you guys just?
I think our sister at the very beginning she was with it with Sarge. But like very quickly she realized I was crying way too much, so she kind of played on my side because that's what it was usually.
No, she actually thought there were ghosts there. She thought there were ghosts there, and then I started believing it later. I remember
Is that what it
because I
was?
thought I saw a ghost, and then I just
Also,
played
this
into
did
it.
only happen for about a year. It was a house that we rented. Also, Sarge, we were much younger than what you thought.
Yeah.
Okay,
I thought
alright.
I didn't know if this was based off of that truth.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I was in
Okay.
kindergarten and Sarge was in 3rd grade,
That's right.
so I was
See,
very
honestly,
young, and I used to cry a
I-
lot when I was a kid.
So I was gonna say, I thought I remember Sar saying something like this happened between like middle school to high school, and then started mentioning 6th grade.
Right?
It was
No,
just
we were younger. Yeah, we were way younger.
Yeah,
than that.
which one like that didn't sound right to me, but
Yeah, but everything else he said was true. All of the events that he except the grass person. I don't think the grass people was true.
No, I thought this was a lie.
It was a lie. Yeah. No, you were solid. I was just saying that everything else he talked about was from the real event that he was using to fuel his lie. So that is a point for Red Raptors.
Yeah. Damn it.
that's
They
it.
got it.
That's
They plucked the truth out of the lie there, or the lie out of the truth. There we go.
Do an X if you're doing Roman numerals, Orange.
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
No. So I once nearly got suspended for taking a test in a lower grade.
What?
So I nearly got suspended when I took a test. I snuck into a classroom like of a lower grade, and I took a test, and they nearly suspended me for it.
Like you like were like hee, I'm gonna go into this like 3rd grade classroom and take their test.
Yeah. What
And-
grade? What grade was it?
Yeah.
So I was about I was 11. I was in grade 11. So, and it was a grade 10 test. It was a social test.
For fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Did any- did any-
because
So
Did the teacher? Did the
how
teacher
did
know
you how'd you get caught essentially?
so how I got caught was after we finished the test. I walked up to the teacher. It was like right as everybody finished. I waited till like last. Like I was the last person out of that classroom. Everybody else left. I sat down. I finished up my test and I handed it to the teacher. And I walked away. And like 5 minutes later, I came back. I'm like, "Hey, yo, miss, I need my papers back." She's like, "Oh, why? You got like the best score out of everybody." And I was like, "Yeah, well, you see, I'm not exactly in this class." And she stared at me for a minute. She's like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Yep." Dipped. I like just ran back to my classroom, sat down, and then she came into my classroom, and her and the teacher of that class walked out, came back, and she's like, "You need to go down to the office." And so that's how I was caught. Like,
So
did you write your real name?
no, I did not. I wrote Bob. Bob Howard was my name.
So you successfully snuck out of class,
Yep.
snuck into a different class
Yes, sir.
in the middle of class, or was this between classes?
Right.
What?
It was almost in the beginning. It was right after the beginning of classes.
What was like the size of students?
20 people.
And was this like a recurring social studies teacher? Like she taught
No,
that
this was a sub.
Because I find it
This was a sub.
curious that like a teacher wouldn't recognize one of their students in a class of 20. But if it was a sub, the plot thickens.
Well, also
Yeah.
social studies class is rare enough to where everyone sees the same social studies teacher, right?
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
what
The fact he didn't mention it was a sub right away. Sus.
Thus. Sub suspicion.
Did your teacher say anything when you walked back in the class after the test?
So when I walked back in, she's like, where did you guys go? Because I did it with a buddy. And
You did it with a buddy.
yeah, and she's like, where did you guys go? And we both looked at each other like, bathroom. She's like, you guys went together? We were like, yeah. And we just sat down.
Did he also almost get suspended or suspended? Did you say you got
Yeah.
suspended?
Nearly.
Nearly. What do you mean nearly? Did they do like, slap
So-
on the wrist?
They were threatening to they're like, well, you guys, you don't usually do this, so you guys can just go, like, walk off and slap on the wrist. And they were like, we'll hold you in for, like, a week or a month worth of lunch hours. And I was like, fuck that noise. And when I told them to go fuck themselves, they were kind of like, oh. And, they, it was like, 2 days later, like, okay, you guys, there's no punishment.
You said go fuck yourself, and you still didn't get in trouble. No detention or anything?
Yeah.
Blitz, come on. Does that ever happen to anybody you know?
Can't
Fucking
say that to
idiot.
your principals.
How often do people get suspended in Canada, Blitz?
I mean, I've been suspended.
You
So,
have?
Yeah.
How about people you know? Like, what does it take to get suspended?
I don't know. That could be. I feel like
Damn, but like,
I
you wouldn't
don't-
suspend somebody for taking a test.
I don't think you would face suspension for that.
How long were you gone? How long did the test take?
Half an hour.
False. It's gotta be false. He was the last person to turn in his test, and it was a half hour. Some people take an hour for tests.
It wasn't a final test or anything, I should say.
What kind of test was it?
Kind of mid-unit.
I don't know what that midterm.
So he did say it was
Midterm.
a sub test. Like a sub
unit.
was the one that
A
gave out
sub-
the test.
So the subway gave it out, but
Right.
it was like a kind of like in the middle of the year, just to go over everything. So
Why was the teacher? Why was the teacher absent?
God knows.
You never found out.
Never asked.
Did you know there was a sub in the class when you went into the class to take the
Nope.
test?
But when I seen her, I knew I could pull it off.
I don't know, Blitz. I don't believe him. I don't believe in Blitz. What do you think?
I'm gonna say false.
So confident, not knowing it's a sub, only taking a half hour, being last in line. A sub doing a midterm. First off, no. You just wait a week. We're locking in false. Yeah.
False? Oh, well, I mean, you're the one that does it.
Yeah, locking in false.
Okay, cool. Coffee Bandit, would you like to reveal?
This is true.
This is a true
so-
statement.
When I walked into the classroom, I was actually carrying my grade 11 textbooks, and I put them down on the desk in front of me, and the teacher still gave me the test, asked my name instead of checking the attendance. I gave her the name, I think I said Bob Howard, or something
Yeah.
along those lines, and my buddy gave the name of Jeff Stan.
I've committed several B&Es. And if you don't know
Yeah.
what a B&E is, it's a break and enter.
We were just talking about how you haven't stolen anything. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute!
Did you steal anything on your beanies?
Yes.
Okay.
Why did you start breaking and entering?
Because the buildings were abandoned and I wanted to see inside of them. Also, I really, 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 really love ghosts. So I originally wanted to go in there and ghost hunt.
What, if you
Oh.
don't mind me asking? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how young were you when this happened?
How
Like
old were you?
19.
Were you breaking into like hospitals or what?
Yes. So I did B&Es on the same buildings, but they were like, so one of them was like an old hospital, and then one of them was like an old like government structure, but there was like multiple buildings on the property. There was like a warehouse.
It was almost like a huge block.
And this was different nights, I'm assuming, that you've committed.
Oh yeah, they were
Okay.
like repeated events, like
only-
several B&Es.
I can only imagine one night you're like, okay guys, we
Break into
the
everything.
government building, we have to hit the hospital, and we have to hit the morgue.
It's Halloween. We gotta hit the whole block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do it by yourself or was there a group?
There was my mom came with me once, and then my buddy. I think I've had like 2 or 3 other pals come with me to the forestry, like government buildings.
were you breaking into buildings that were in like major cities, or were you kind of in like a local town?
This was like a local town. So like small town stuff.
Yeah, I get you.
Any other questions?
Why did your
Okay?
Yeah,
It's like-
why? Yeah, sorry.
Heartburn Part 2, the Electric Boogaloo.
Holy
I'm
shit!
good.
Answer the
damn.
question, Blitz.
I want to answer.
I'm gonna take off. I've never thrown up on stream off of his lies now.
You guys got your bingo cards, right?
Yeah.
I forgot mine, sorry.
Sorry about that. Okay.
Sir.
So, why did your mom accompany you?
Cause she's really supportive of me. Like really.
Does she also believe in ghosts?
I think my mom's like spiritual, but she doesn't really believe in ghosts. My dad does. I get that from my dad for sure.
Did
But
your
he's
mom
not the
ever?
type to do a B&E.
Did your mom ever tell you afterwards, like, you shouldn't do this, or did she continue to support you?
Continued. Okay.
Yeah, continue to
And-
support me.
You only broke into abandoned buildings.
Yeah, there was never, at least to my knowledge, there was never anybody inside.
Some squatter in the corner just staring at you.
Yeah, one time I filmed the whole thing.
I'm gonna be at the squad.
And I like scrubbed it after looking for ghost things. I didn't find anything. And there was a few times like I would go into the building.
Okay.
Are you?
I was being the squatter.
Oh, yeah. I was like, are you? I'd go into the building and we do our thing, take some whatever stuff, and then we would come back like the next day or a few days later, and they would have like boarded up the doors or windows we went through. So there was somebody like actively
Checking.
looking after the buildings, I think, because regularly we'd have our like egresses blocked off.
Did you
Oh, what
ever
kind
get
of-
caught?
No.
Okay.
What kind of things have you brought back?
Pictures. Like I remember we broke into this old warehouse that had a bunch of like framed art, and I was like, I have no fucking idea why this shit would be in here. And one of my gal pals took like some wheel pulley things, and she made like a pallet table out of them. What else have I taken? Oh, I took this like key rack wooden live edge thing, like this like decorative piece. Trying to think. I think that's like kind of just like random stuff.
And this just started because you wanted to break in?
Ghost hunting.
Ghost hunting. Sorry.
Yeah, ghost hunting in the hospital was the first place, and then we did like the old government buildings later. Maybe not.
Okay.
Yeah, and there was no raves. No raves in that warehouse.
That's too bad. I can imagine breaking into a warehouse and it's just a sick ass party, like, oh!
She's answering questions from her chat.
Oh, I know. I was like, they're just asking more questions.
Excuse me. All right. Well, I've asked enough.
Yeah, honestly,
thought.
I'm inclined to say this is true.
I want to say this is a lie.
Oh?
Yeah. Well, she said she's never done anything, and when we asked, like, have you stolen anything, she was very adamant, like, afterwards, she's like, I've never done anything like that. So part of me is like, yeah, you're breaking, entering, and you're stealing stuff from said property. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, see that for me, like, yeah, I won't steal from people, but I have, like, gotten
Taken
into,
from
like,
abandoned.
broken buildings and all
He has
that.
taken a garden gnome before, so. I'm just kidding.
You weren't
Some
supposed to
old-
say that.
Some old ass garden gnome hidden in the
Right.
basement. Like, they'll never find you.
Yeah, but no, yeah, like,
I'll go with your judgment.
like, honestly, in my opinion, like, getting something that was forgotten there in, like, an abandoned building, I don't consider stealing. Like,
All right,
honestly, if
no,
anything,
I
I
agree
said,
with you.
yeah. So, I'm gonna say this is true.
You're gonna say it's true. Blitz, would you like to reveal?
Sure, Sarge, what do you think?
Yeah, Sarge,
It's
what do you think?
totally true.
It's
Blitz?
totally, it is.
It is
totally
totally true,
Yeah,
guys.
totally true.
It is
Oh.
absolutely true.
It's
Blitz
totally-
has committed several B&Es.
several.
All right, so we're gonna go onto the mini games, guys. First person to answer this question correctly wins. Can you tell me why I put a T for their points instead of the normal VV?
20.
For 10.
B for 10. That
Nope.
T for 20.
Nope.
T for.
Come on. Why did I put a T instead?
Oh.
because you're too lazy to put X because I bitched about it.
No.
T.
You're getting
Come
close
on.
somehow.
Help me out.
There's no help here. Hang on.
If you want to give up, I'll tell
What do you
you.
think?
Why did I put
So
a T?
They have 12 points?
They do have 12. That is
No,
not why I
like,
put a T.
he-
I did this
he
like a
put
bit
things
ago.
about-
T for 10?
Nope, nope. Not T for
That's
10.
what we said,
At the end of
Sarge.
at the end of each number now, it's gonna end with team.
No, nope.
Ah.
Is it a different like alphabet that uses
Nope.
T?
No, it has nothing to do with the number at all.
Okay, I don't know.
Fuck, I don't know.
I just decided to put a T that stands for something in this stream.
Twitch.
Nope.
Fuck.
Nope.
Truth.
No, that would have been smart. I should have did that. But no. If you guys give up, I'll just let you know.
Is it because my name starts with a T?
It is. It's T for Tempest.
Oh.
It is T for Tempest.
What the fuck? What the
Yeah.
fuck?
That's an extra point for you guys.
I think I've only been caught once. I'm carrying this.
Why?
I don't know, I just decided to. Anyway.
Damn, the fact that I just shot in the dark and I got it, I hate that.
I did say it was part of the stream. What? What?
I said that first.
You said what?
Did you?
Said it was Tempest. T for Tempest.
I never heard
Please
that.
roll it back.
Someone go
Okay, hold
flip
on.
this.
Somebody, yeah.
I'm gonna roll back. I'm gonna roll back.
You know,
It might have
scissors,
cut out
scissors.
because your mic doesn't always catch every sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll it back on your stream. Decided to put a T that stands for something in this stream.
Twitch.
Nope.
Tempest.
He's
Oh
deafened.
yeah.
I heard it. I heard it. She said Tempest. She said
okay.
Tempest.
How early before Tempest said Tempest?
Probably like a good.
A good bit. Yeah, a good like 10 seconds or so.
I was gonna. She
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I thought I heard
yeah.
she.
I'll try to do better with my mic.
All right, guys, are you ready for one of my statements?
Yes.
Go for it.
Do you have to
Yeah.
grab your coal, Sarge?
Yeah.
Go grab your coal.
Okay.
I see him with his tongs, like turn around, like. But the statement is gonna be, I fooled my high school physics teacher into respond with, "What's the matter, baby?" And he refused to talk to me directly for the rest of class.
That's
Yes.
true.
Well, hold on.
Coffee.
It wasn't first person to answer.
I'm sorry.
That was only for the T.
Both me and Sarge were just like,
This.
and,
Sarge.
Yeah, me and Tempest are
You're
like,
good,
oh, we
yeah.
know what's going on.
Yeah, they do. So, Sarge, you get to ask your first question.
What subject did this teacher teach?
6.
Physics.
Physics?
It was in my yeah. That was your question, Tempest. What's your question?
Let's see.
I'm assuming you guys know what joke I'm saying, right?
I think so, yeah.
Like, what weighs more, a bear or a matter baby? And he goes, "What's a matter baby?"
Oh
Yeah.
No, the only one I know is up dog.
Oh, it's the same type of joke.
Yeah.
What is up dog? It's like yeah.
Yeah.
How many people laughed?
I wasn't saying it like in the middle of class. I said it to him like as class started. No.
Oh,
no,
as
it
class
was
started? I
as
thought you
class- yeah.
emailed him.
No. I was talking to him.
You sent it to an email. I was like,
No, no. I was talking to him at the beginning of class.
Email, he's like,
In that whole
I appreciate
class,
the email.
He didn't even when he asked questions to the class. He didn't call on me once when I raised my hand.
All I can imagine is like if it was an email, he's like, I appreciate your email, but I do not know what's a matter, baby.
That would be hilarious.
I don't know why I thought it was an email this whole
No,
time.
it
but
was
yeah.
not an email. Would either of you guys like to not ask an extra question?
I think we're good.
Yeah, I
You don't
I
want
don't
to,
think
okay.
I can ask an extra question here.
Sarge, do you have something to write on? Or would you and Blitz just like message each other, I guess. Well, I was gonna have you write it down and then you could reveal it, you know? Because that would actually be kind of cooler.
My brain was like, I'll write something down, then you're like, reveal it. I was like,
Yeah, you can't, yeah.
it's gonna be a little hard.
I
Would
got
you guys-
this little kitty. Oh, it's
It
yellow.
looks like a middle finger. Yeah, it looks like a middle finger.
Oh,
It's a kitty cat.
Yeah, that's a middle finger.
It's a kitty cat, I promise.
Sore
Like a portal through
loser.
your hand.
I know.
it's legitimately a portal in the middle of your hand. Oh, now
So-
it's good.
Would you guys like to each individually answer this for possible points?
Sure.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Sarge and Blitz, you write yours down?
I have
Absolutely.
mine, I have mine already.
You want me just to shoot you the message?
Either one of you.
Greg, mine is probably going to be the same as you. So.
Here.
Did you already discuss it?
No, nobody's
Yeah.
discussed
Okay,
it.
good.
No, nothing was discussed.
We've mentally already figured it out.
As long as one of you guys send it, the other person. Okay.
Coffee, you sent it, or?
No, you send it, Tempest. I was like, you're
Okay.
still writing. Okay, Coffee, would you like to tell me what you thought it was?
It is definitely true.
You think it's true? Okay, would you guys like to
Yes,
reveal?
sir.
Sarge and Blitz?
What I think it is. Oh no, that paper. Oh,
Sarge, you gotta back up. Hold it to your chest. Hold it to your chest.
Hey.
Consumed him.
Hold on. True. You said truth?
True, baby.
Okay, it is false. Everybody got it wrong.
Damn.
That never happened. It absolutely never happened.
We've been fooled, and most certainly we've been bamboozled.
Been
I wanted
bamboozled.
it to be so true.
Like a fiddle. We were playing like a cheap kazoo.
Okay, I got another one for you guys. I'll say it and then I'll preface it. It was hard to fit in the same sentence. My go-to after-school snack in high school was a can of corn, not even heated up. And this was senior year of high school.
Why would you heat up a can of corn?
I would heat up the corn.
Okay, my question is though, you said an unheated
Right.
can of corn. Did you just
Correct.
open the can and just go ham?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's
Sometimes I would put it in a bowl, but that would be more dishes, so I didn't put it in a bowl usually.
Okay, no, I believe you there. Yeah.
Okay. Sarge, do you have a question? Actually, you know what, Blitz? Since Coffee already asked, would you like to ask your question, Blitz?
What kind of corn? Like
Regular
Canned
canned corn. It was not. It was not creamed corn. It was not.
was it
creamed
like
corn.
niblets?
What? Like
Niblets?
corn kernels, like the normal
Yeah.
Like the
Okay.
corn, it's just corn. Yeah.
not baby corn, if that's what you're asking.
No.
Okay.
Niblets.
Yes.
okay.
Do we want to make
Do you
this?
still-
Do I still do it? No.
Oh. Well,
I don't
that's
have.
gonna be
I don't. I
okay.
barely keep many canned things in the house in general, unless it's like. Occasionally, I'll have like
How do you
Chef
know?
Boyardee.
You have to be prepared, bro. Like zombie apocalypse might come, you have to have that canned shit ready.
Yeah, I've like Chef Boyardee and stuff. I don't have like corn.
Ew,
I don't
Chef
trust-
Boyardee?
I don't-
Okay,
I don't trust-
you lost my respect on
trust
that,
that.
Orange.
When I
Chef
say that,
Boyardee,
I don't mean
ew.
specifically Chef Boyardee. I mean like soups and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to make this worth 4 again?
Sure.
Yeah.
4
Okay.
points. Wait,
Well, like 1 point per
I'm
person.
1 point per person. Yes.
Okay. My brain was like each person
You're
gets
good.
4 points. I was like,
No.
wait.
All right, Sarge, did you write yours?
Chaos.
Yeah. I have a true and false on either side of the page, so I can reuse it.
Oh. Wait.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't catch that, and you flip it over.
Yeah, I just thought about that.
I'll show first. How about that?
Well, okay, so that means Tempest and Coffee, you both have to send it to me directly then.
I'm
Yep,
not gonna look at the
ready.
screen. I know that doesn't mean anything, but I won't look.
No, that's fine. I just need you to send it to me.
You can see my page. You can see my page, so I won't flip it.
That's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
So you used to just eat king. You just eat.
Just send me either true or false. Okay. And would you guys like to reveal Sarge as well? Okay, false. And you said true. Okay. Both of them said truth. It is a false statement. Canned corn was not my go-to. For an extra point, would somebody like to guess what canned food I did eat at high school after
Peaches.
school?
Chef Boyardee.
Nope.
Green beans.
I did eat it the exact same way I described eating canned corn. Just straight out of the can.
Soup.
Sarge should know this, but he might not.
Potatoes?
Nope.
Spaghetti?
What else comes in cans? Not beans.
I've seen canned turkeys before.
Nope. This is a thing we had in the house and nobody else ate, so I ate it.
Nacho cheese?
Nope. Oh. What was that?
Pickled things?
It was not pickled. I guess if you want to ask questions, you can.
Carrots?
Nope.
Was it a vegetable?
No.
Was it a plant-based product?
It was a plant of some type.
Was it all like cabbage rolls? Canned cabbage rolls?
No.
Ale?
No. It wasn't
Was
a
it
vegetable.
one
It was not a
singular
vegetable.
Man, I don't know my fruits and
was it like-
veggies.
Would it be like they had like the mixed fruit?
I'll let you guys know it's not mixed fruit. It was a fruit of some type.
A singular fruit?
Mandarin
No.
oranges.
There's no canned tomatoes.
Fruits.
Cocktail fruit.
It was not. It was it was one item of a thing. It was one item of a thing, not like
Was it
Pear?
very hydrated?
nope.
Mandarins?
It was extremely hydrated, not mandarins.
What do you say the content was? Was it like 75% fruit and like 25% water?
It was more of a thing made out of the stuff, if that makes sense.
Sauerkraut?
Applesauce.
Coconut milk.
What did you say, Tempest?
Applesauce?
No.
Cranberry sauce.
Cranberry sauce is the right answer. I used to eat it by the spoonful after high school.
People like that
I
garbage.
do remember that vaguely, and I was like,
yeah.
Not
weird.
everything. The only person I've ever seen do that is my father. He'd like grab a can and he'd like stare at us and he'd eat it with a spoon.
So,
and it's like,
yeah,
monster.
the thing is, I didn't have a lot of food in my house during senior year.
Yeah.
And so what we did have in the fridge typically, or in the cabinet, was cranberry sauce all the time. And nobody likes cranberry sauce. And I was like, nobody's gonna miss this. And so yeah, it was fine, yeah. Plus I like sour, and it was actually a good tart flavor.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
We still
Wait,
have
yeah.
it.
Wait, we got 2
Can we go
points.
double or nothing?
Oh, you're right. You got 1 extra point.
I got both those points.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
what does that put us at now?
You're at 8 against 13.
And they're at 13.
Yeah,
Can we
you're-
go double or nothing?
You want to go?
What
Depends.
happens if we get
Tempest,
nothing, though?
are you agreeing?
Oh, hey, baby panda.
Well, you
know
guys
what?
don't
Cool.
have to, but we can.
You know what? Full send or no send. If they want to, they want to.
Okay.
I will not deny them.
I am going to have. Let's see. What I'm gonna say. This isn't worth the 4. It's just worth the 1 for each team.
Okay.
I'm not gonna have it so somebody gets 4 out of the get-go. You know. So that means I'll say it first, and then Sarge asks a question, and then Tempest asks a question. All right.
Yep.
I have never been scared so much as when I watched the Angels episode of Doctor Who. I should say Weeping Angels. Sarge?
Did you watch the
I should
other
clarify.
episodes?
I should clarify that I meant like watching something, not just in a general sense. So let me clarify that. I did. I watched all the way up until like the bow tie guy, like almost all the way through it. I don't remember his name.
Oh, okay. Can you repeat that real quick, please?
I'll fix the sentence as I read it. I've never been so scared watching something as much as I was when I watched the Weeping Angels episode of Doctor Who.
Why did it scare you so much?
Because I was still in high school, and it was probably 2 a.m., and I really should have been asleep because I had school the next day. And so I was already feeling kind of sleep deprived, and there was just something that, like, I don't know. It was that late at night, and I was just in my room watching it on my own. And I was binge watching a lot of Doctor Who at the time. I will say that much.
My question is, the Weeping Angels, they're the things that
Go onto those statues. They're those statues.
that doesn't help me.
I did realize I did answer Coffee's question, which was my fault. But
It's a creature. It's a creature. If you don't look at it, it moves towards you.
Yes.
And if it grabs
Okay.
you, It grabs
Okay,
you, very
that
bad things happen.
thing.
It takes the rest of your life.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Because I don't know anything about Doctor Who, so I am boned on this one.
I know some stuff, so we should be okay.
Okay, so Tempest and Coffee, would you like to converse through text and then Tempest,
I don't
if you
think
want
we
to?
need to.
Well, Tempest is going to send me his answer, and then I'll let Blitz
He's
and
the
Sarge.
team lead. I'll follow him.
Sarge, you don't have to hold it up. If you guys want to converse, now you can. Tempest.
We're
did send.
locked in.
We locked
Well,
in. We're locked
no,
in.
you guys talk to each other. There's one answer.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's
we
fine.
did.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll both show just because we're
Well, you
unison
can-
as a
you-
team.
You can reveal, and then Sarge, you can decide which one you want.
Oh, well, we know which one both of us say.
I have Tempest's answer, so I'm waiting for you to show. Okay, everybody, both of you guys said true. That's false. The episode that really scared me was actually "Are You My Mommy?" and it was the gas
Fuck, I
mask
knew that.
episode.
As soon as you said that, I was
Yeah,
like, it was either that one.
I don't know why. I've watched it again recently, and it doesn't scare me as bad. But that "Are You My Mommy?" thing with the gas mask really. Everything I described was from that episode. Yeah, it was bad. That one really
okay.
got me.
Yeah,
I started
honestly,
doing the
like,
cold sweats. Ugh, that was.
I
that
know,
was bad.
yeah, like absolutely nothing. I just heard that episode was scary.
It was.
Like,
It was a lot. One more mini game question, and then we'll jump back to. I think it would have been Sarge next. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It would have been Tempest because it was the B&E one was the last thing. That was
Yeah,
Blitz.
and
Got
then
it.
it would be.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
Right. We're good. We're good. I have avoided hearing Sarge have sex, except with his wife.
Roy Nass.
Tempest, would you like to converse to ask a question?
Yes, I would like to converse. Coffee, in what scenario do you think this was like?
You know, I've had a few times where I'll be like laying on a couch at a buddy's place, and you can just hear them clapping cheeks, and it's like, I just want to watch my movie, and you're sitting there and they're clapping cheeks in the next room.
I
So-
will clarify. I mean specifically, if I hear bumping or anything, I don't quite consider that hearing it.
So
That's
by the
normal
time you
noise that
clearly-
happens.
By the time you clearly heard it, was there like moans and shit like you knew for a fact?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, Tempest. He stole your question. I keep
No,
forgetting.
honestly.
I keep forgetting to like. Okay, now sorry, Blitz and Sarge. Would you like to discuss on your question you want to ask?
How did you hear me?
Okay, Blitz.
Yes.
What kind of question do you want to ask?
Was it?
Hold on. We're talking.
No,
to
yeah, you're good.
before
I
you-
won't. I will not answer it. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
apologize for the
Blitz, what questions are in your mind?
Like, I wonder, like,
sniper gun. Thanks for
what
the follow, pal.
times before or after you're married? Was it like what? In what circumstance? Like a hotel room at
Oh,
home?
that's a good question. Like, when did this happen?
Yeah.
Because there was a point in time that I lived with Obsolete,
Yeah.
and we had sharing walls.
There were 2 points in time that Sarge has lived with me.
True, I've lived at his house and in an apartment, and growing up.
Of course. Yeah. But
And
you didn't know your wife or to-be wife then, I imagine.
when we were in an apartment and when we lived at his house, yes, we weren't married until we were at his house.
So I wonder if this is like pre or post marriage.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Would you like to ask at which point you lived with me?
I think that's a good question. Yeah,
Is that what you're asking?
yeah, that's what we're asking.
It was when we were in the apartment before you were married. Would you guys would either team not like to answer or ask another question, or
I
would you
honestly
both
not
like to?
It's you, Sarge. It's on you.
Honestly, I'm not even sure what question to ask at this point.
Well, would you guys like to ask another question?
No.
Coffee.
I think
Coffee?
I'm gonna...
No. Okay, Sarge and Blitz, if you guys would communicate in text. Sarge is like, I I didn't expect to learn this much about the person I've known my entire life. Or his entire life, I should say.
That's the problem, Blitz. You're never. I mean, you might be right, but
I might be wrong. But you're.
all right. I gotta make a decision. We're on the clock.
No, not everybody stop. No. Oh god, the chorus. Everybody offbeat. All right.
Oh my god.
Tempest and Coffee, you can feel free to talk about it.
Yeah. So
Joke's on you, we've been telepathically talking. No,
yeah, honestly, man, I don't even know at this point.
I've come across it myself before, like, that shit happens, and it's like, you feel weird about it first, but then it's like, fucking heard you guys, but, I don't know. He's only heard it twice, I think it was. So.
I said once.
Oh, he said once?
I didn't specify. I said I've never heard him have sex except for with his wife.
Oh.
Hmm.
A lie.
Honestly, I'm kind of thinking the same.
Shoot the goo, my dude. You got this.
Oh, no,
we're
don't do that.
Oh, we weren't supposed to.
Don't say it that way.
I got a mess to clean up then.
Yeah. All right, so I need you guys to decide.
Yeah. I think we're sticking with lie.
You're sticking with lie.
Yeah.
I will say that Sarge also thought it was a lie, and it is not. It is actually a true statement.
God damn.
It was before they were like in a relationship.
Yeah.
It was like legitimately before, like she was over twice or something. And I think it was the morning. That's what caught me by surprise. So it was the morning, and so I got up, and that's when I heard it, and I was like, I'm not getting up. I'm going back to sleep. So
I don't trust anything you say.
I don't either.
I don't trust anything you say at this point. You're a fucking liar.